Hello friends, myself Professor D.V. Madhihalli. I'm working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in Hira Sugar Institute of Technology, NITSOC. In this video, I'm going to discuss about one experiment of analog circuits lab, that is a design of precision full wave rectifier circuit. So what happens in normal rectifier? The normal rectifier is not possible to rectify the voltage, and that voltage is below 0.7 cut-in voltage of the silicon diode. But with the help of the precision rectifier, we can easily rectify the voltage, and that voltage below 0.7 voltage cut-in voltage of the diode. So from this experiment, our aim is to rectify the voltage below the 0.7 voltage of cut-in voltage of the PN junction diode. So this is the basic circuit of precision full wave rectifier circuit. In this case, the two op-amps we are using and two diodes we are using, and this resistor is used as a feedback resistor of first op-amp. This resistor is used as another feedback resistor for the second op-amp, diode D1 and D2, and input resistor. Okay, and one more feedback resistor for the diode D2. Total R, this R, and this are used as a feedback resistor. And now the circuit is operating in the two different cases. The first case is during positive half cycle of Vin. That means when we apply Vin is equal to positive signal to the negative of first op-amp. If positive signal is applied to negative of op-amp, then what is the output? Output is what? Negative signal, because we are applying positive signal to the inverting terminal. The output signal is inverted with respect to positive signal. If input is positive, output is negative. Then output of first op-amp is negative. Based on the negative terminal, the diode D1 becomes forward biased condition. It acts as a closed switch. The diode D2 becomes a reverse biased condition, and it acts as an open switch, because negative to negative D1 forward, negative to positive not matched, it becomes reverse. And this part of circuit is totally open switch. And please mention that the output of first op-amp is considered as a capital V, and one more input resistor, that R is not mentioned here, just consider it is a R. So now at this point, at this stage, the voltage V we are getting, this is the output of first op-amp, and that output of first op-amp is represented by this equation, capital V is equal to minus of V in into R by R. Means this part of circuit is called as an inverting amplifier. Then what is the inverting amplifier equation? Output voltage V is equal to minus of V in, because of negative terminal, feedback resistor divided by input resistor, R by R. Okay, and when both get cancelled, finally we will get V is equal to minus of V in. Okay, then V0 is the second part of the circuit. V0 is the output of the second part of the op-amp circuit. So when this part of circuit is totally open switch, only whatever the current, it will not flow towards the diode D2, it flows towards only the diode D1. So at that time, the output voltage V0 is given by minus R by R into V. Okay, because this V is act as an input for the second op-amp, and it is also applied to the negative terminal of the op-amp, second op-amp. And minus R by R means feedback resistor by input resistor. This is the feedback resistor for second op-amp. This is the input resistor for second op-amp. So R get cancelled. So we are getting V0 is equal to minus V. Then V is minus V in. Minus minus plus. So finally, during positive half cycle of V in, output is equal to plus V in. Output is equal to plus V in. What you are applying the positive signal, at this stage you will get the same plus V in signal. Then during negative half cycle, means you are applying negative signal to this negative terminal of first op-amp. Then what is the output? Negative input, positive is, output is positive. And based on this positive terminal, positive signal, positive negative is not matched. So D1 is forward, D1 is reverse biased condition. D1 becomes reverse biased condition. D2 becomes forward biased condition. Okay. At this time, total 3 different type of currents are flowing. So first current I1. So this I1 current is flowing through the input resistor, of first op-amp. Okay. Then that current comes at this point and it flows through the diode D2, because the diode D2 is already forward biased condition, and here the I1 is divided into 2 currents. So this part, through this part of circuit, the I2 current is flowing. This is the flowing of I2 current. Another current is flowing through the feedback resistor like this. I1, this is I2, and this is I3. Total 3 currents are flowing in the circuit during negative half cycle. When we apply the KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0. So here I1 current is V in by R, I2 current. So this is the path to flow the current I2. So why I2 is equal to V by 2R. So this V is already we used as a input for the second op-amp, and that input is applied to a positive terminal of second op-amp. So that input voltage of second op-amp divided by 2R. 2R means these two R plus R, both are in series. Okay, V divided by 2R. So here these two are used as a input resistors for the second op-amp. Then I3 current means this voltage, this path of current. So V divided by R. So after simplification of this equation, finally we get capital V. Capital V means the voltage, output voltage of the first op-amp is minus 2 by 3 into V in. Okay. The next we are writing the final output voltage V0. V0 is equal to 1 plus R by 2R into V. So this equation is represented that this is your non-inverting amplifier. For the non-inverting amplifier, the output equation is like this: 1 plus R means feedback resistor divided by input resistor. R plus R is equal to 2R into input voltage V. Okay. Then it is positive equation because we are applying V to the positive terminal of the second op-amp. So that after simplification, 3 by 2 into V, 3 by 2, and put the value of capital V, we get minus of V in. We get the minus of V in. But during the negative half cycle of V in, minus minus plus, so we get plus V. Even during negative also, the V0 is equal to plus V in will get. a small design step. So we are using op-amp for the IC741 for the diode IN4007, and consider, we know that the feedback resistor is equal to 2R. If you consider R is equal to 10 kilo ohm, then RF becomes 20 kilo ohm resistor. And in this previous circuit diagram, where the RF resistor is there, we are taken as a capital R. See here, this is the input and output waveforms. So I already explained the operation of the circuit. During positive half cycle, output is positive V in. During negative half cycle, also the output is plus V in. But the output is represented by two things. One is V0, please make it correction, V0 max, then V in max. Sorry, V0 max, V0 min. Input is same. And one more thing, the input voltage we are applying 0.42 volt. And this 0.42 volt is less than cut-in voltage 0.7. Okay. So when mean is less than 0.7 volt, so the output is represented by two voltages, V0 max, V0 max, V0 minimum. Okay. Then finally the conclusion is, with the help of this precision full wave rectifier circuit, during both positive and negative half cycle, the output is plus V in. But the difference is, when we are applying the V in voltage less than 0.7 volt, the output is represented by two voltages, and that output is also less than 0.7 volt. It means that this precision full wave rectifier rectifies below the voltage of 0.7, and this output is represented by two levels, that is V0 maximum and V0 minimum. Okay. So this is the output signal of precision full wave rectifier circuit. So this is your input signal. The thing is, during positive half cycle or during negative half cycle, during both positive and negative half cycle, we are getting some amount of output voltage, because during either positive or negative half cycle, any one diode is conducting. That means we are getting full amount of output voltage. So actually in this signal now, see here, so during the negative part of the signal we are getting the output signal, no problem. But during the positive half cycle of input signal, so whatever this part of signal, this is our output, but its amplitude is very low. So somewhere distortion in the output signal during the positive half cycle of the input signal. It means that during both negative and positive half cycle, we are getting both positive half cycles at the output side. This is first positive half cycle for during negative half cycle of input, and this is another positive half cycle for the positive half cycle of input signal. So we'll repeat input and output waveforms explanation, because a small mistake was there in this parameter V0 max and V0 minimum in the previous slide of input and output waveforms. So when we apply Vin is equal to 0.42 volt, It means peak to peak, positive 0.42 volt, negative 0.42 volt, and this Vin is less than the 0.7 cut-in voltage of the diode. So in both positive and negative half cycle, output is positive only, and this output is represented by two levels. One is maximum level, another one is minimum level. So when input is 0.42 volt, the V0 max is 0.54, means V0 max is 0.54, then V0 minimum is 0.1 volt.